Hello everyone, welcome back to Travel Secrets with TV's Dave Galvin. I am Dave Galvin. Today we're going to get into something a bit more interesting. We're talking about the travel industry secrets that no one talks about. Not the fluffy tips, not the pack cubes and bring sunscreen advice, okay? I'm talking about stuff behind the curtain. The things that can actually save you some money, upgrade your experience, and honestly, just make you a smarter traveler than about 90% of people out there. So let's get into it. Secret number one, prices are not fixed. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that travel prices are set in stone. They're not. Airlines, hotels, cruise lines constantly adjusting prices based on demand, timing, and even how people are searching. That's why you can check a flight in the morning and by the afternoon it's a totally different price. So here's the tip. If you see a price you're comfortable with, then just book it. Waiting for it to drop can sometimes work, but more often than not, it goes the other way. Secret two, the cheapest option is rarely the best deal. Everyone loves a good deal. Who doesn't? But in travel, cheap gets expensive real fast. That ultra cheap flight, and now you're paying for bags, seats, and snacks. That budget hotel, now you're Ubering everywhere because it's in a terrible location. That discount resort, now you're paying extra for decent food, drinks, and activities. Here's the reality. Value beats price every time. Secret number three, not all five-star resorts are created equal. This one surprises a lot of people. There's no universal global standard for hotel star ratings. Some resorts call themselves five-star because of amenities. Others earn it through service. That's why you can stay at one five-star resort and feel blown away, and another where you're wondering what you paid for. So here's a tip. Look beyond the stars. Understand the reviews, understand the brand, and know what kind of experience you're going to get before you go booking. Secret number four, travel agents still have an edge. A lot of people think travel agents are outdated, but we're not. Good travel agents often have access to better rates, room upgrades, added perks, and most importantly, of course, insider knowledge. And other information we have is places to avoid. That's always something to know about. So here's the tip. Use a travel agent for complex or important trips, especially cruises, luxury travel, or international itineraries. Timeforyourvacation.com. Secret number five, the best rooms are rarely given automatically. Hotels don't just randomly give out their best rooms. They're going to prioritize repeat guests, people celebrating something, guests who ask politely, or travelers who book directly or through trusted channels. Here's a simple trick. Ask nicely. Casually mention you're celebrating something. Be friendly at check-in. Look, being nice to the person checking you in can go a long, long way. In Las Vegas, I always tip that person $20, whether I want something or not. It's a tipping city after all, so I always want to make sure that they know that the person in room 1242 or whatever is willing to give them a 20 just to say thank you for the work that you do. Secret six, timing matters more than you think. There are sweet spots for booking travel. Too early, prices can be high. Too late, inventory is limited and expensive. For most trips, though, flights are 1 to 3 months domestic, 2 to 6 months international. Cruises are early for the best cabins and, of course, last-minute deals. And resorts, shoulder season is your best friend. The tip, avoid peak travel dates if you want the best value. My wife and I went to Las Vegas and Mexico this past January. It was not peak travel time. All the kids were back in school. Everybody was back to work trying to pay off their credit cards. We actually went to Mexico twice, and we went to Las Vegas as a whole family once. You can actually go ahead and watch the podcast reviews here on this very channel. Secret seven. The photos are marketing, they're not reality, and this one is huge. Resorts and hotels hire professional photography designed to show everything in the best possible light. They use wide-angle lenses, perfect lighting, and stage scenes. That pool you saw online is going to be smaller than it looks. That beach is not going to always look that good. The tip? Look at actual guest photos, not just official ones. And look up the place on YouTube. Seriously, honest reviews are all over the place if you look hard enough. Secret number 8, loyalty matters. If you stick with the same airline, hotel brand, or cruise line, you start to get benefits over time. You get better treatment, upgrades, perks, even at lower levels. Even at lower levels, loyalty programs can make a noticeable difference. The tip: don't spread yourself too thin. Pick a few brands and stick with them. Secret number 9, travel is designed to make you spend more. This is one of the biggest behind-the-scenes truths. Airport layouts to resort design to cruise ship flow, everything is built to encourage spending. You walk through the duty-free shop before your gate. Buffets are designed to lead you past premium options. Cruise ships place high revenue values in high traffic areas. The tip: be aware of it and decide where you actually want to spend. Secret 10, the best experiences are not always planned. This might be the most important one. The travel industry sells you structured experiences, the tours, the packages, the schedules, and those can be great. No joke, they can be wonderful. But some of the best travel moments happen when you go off script and explore a random street, or you find a restaurant that's not on a list, or you talk to someone who gives you a better recommendation than any website ever could. The tip: leave room for the unexpected. So the wrap up: if we put it all together, the travel industry isn't as simple as it looks. Prices change constantly. Luxury isn't always what it seems. The best deals aren't always the cheapest ones. And the smartest travelers aren't the ones who plan the most. They're the ones who understand how the system works and use it to their advantage. That's what separates a good trip from a great one. Well, that's it for today's episode of Travel Secrets with TV's Dave Galvin. If you found this podcast helpful, please hit the like, share, and follow. I would really appreciate it. The more you know about how travel really works, the better every trip becomes. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you Thursday.